Hello, dear, wonderful, spiritual, loving brothers and sisters and friends and lovers. How are you? I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful day. And for those who are still on Wednesday and those who are beginning on Thursday, I hope the start of your day is as wonderful as you are. My name is Cindy St. Martin, and I'm a certified angel therapist. I'm certified in mindfulness. I'm certified in holistic health and healing, and a Reiki master for the mind, body, spirit, and soul. And you're joining me tonight from a prayer from Archangel Michael and angel messages. So thank you all for being with me and joining with me tonight. I feel blessed and honored by you being here and supporting me and showing me love. Keep me doing what I do. And of course, I'm forever grateful. I had already called upon God, the Ascended Masters, the angels and archangels to be with me tonight. And because of law of attraction and power of intention, I cannot select any wrong cards. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ask that all of you to go ahead and send me your angels to help guide with the reading tonight, with our reading and messages tonight. And thanks for the love, Denise. Hello, Stephanie. Good evening to you too. Hello, Christina. Thank you for joining tonight and showing me love. So, Stephanie, thanks for the love. Hello, my beautiful friend. So go ahead and send me your angels so they can meet and greet with my angels and meet and greet with everybody else's angels, and we'll go ahead and have an angel party. Good evening, John. Thank you for joining tonight. So right now I'm shuffling the Archangel Michael prayer cards, and we'll see what message from Archangel Michael and prayer that he has for us for today or tonight. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck. And the card is, this one doesn't come up that often. It says focus upon divine and perfect health. And in the prayer read, it says, God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. Okay. We never want to own a disease. We don't want to own that. We want to focus on being of good health. And you don't want to say, I'm healing, because if you say I'm healing, that means that you're confirming or you're owning a sickness. What you can say, hello, beautiful Victoria, thank you for joining, is that I am going to be restored. Okay, I will be restored for that. And how we own diseases and sickness is the same. I'm sick. Or I don't feel well, or I have a cold, or I have any other illnesses that you may acquire, or diseases that you may have. And when you constantly talk about it, and when you constantly confirm that you are sick or you have a disease, then you're owning it. You're taking ownership of it. Okay, you don't want to do that. And this is true with just about anything that we have. If you say, I am sad, or if you say, if those people who are overweight, they might say I'm fat, or those are skinny, I'm skinny. You don't want to confirm something that is not good for you. Okay, recognizing, yes, that there is a situation here, cause and effect. You want to see what the cause is and then try to work with that to make your life better. But you don't want to own it. The more that you own a disease, the more powerful it gets, the worse it gets. Okay, so you want to, like the prayer has said, is to focus upon perfect health. You want to put yourself in a place of good health. I say every day, one of the affirmations that I say every day is, I am in good health. I have good health. I have perfect health. And I confirm that I stay healthy. I make wise choices. I connect to God's power of good health. And I continue to follow good health. And this is what we all can do as far as when we focus on divine and perfect health. Now, there are people who are dealing with very serious diseases and illnesses, and they could be dying from them. Again, you don't, up until the day you die, you don't want to own that disease, because if it's your time to pass and to go to heaven, to pass on, you want to do it in a peaceful and loving way. Your soul, your spirit is of 100% good health. It's the healthiest thing that you have in you. This human body is a whole different story. And part of healing with anything, of course, is, eating healthy and doing healthy things, exercising. But the biggest part of healing is what you think, what you create, connecting to that spirit, that soul that's inside of you, which is of perfect health. It's very wise and it's perfect just the way it is. And that's where the energies that you want to connect to. That's what you want to relate to, because that is your connection to God. God is inside of all of us, because we were made in the image of God, and that spirit, that perfectness is there. And that's where we want to connect. That's where, when it's time for us to pass to the other side, to go further to heaven, whatever you believe it is, you can do it very peacefully and very lovingly, because you are perfect and you're going to meet, again, a perfection there. This human body, this human shell, it doesn't count. What counts is what you think, what you say, what you do, your connection to God and with Source. Okay, so there's a lot of people who do that. I remember when my mother was dying, my sister Sandy kept saying, find a happy place, get to that happy place. What makes you happy? Is it a garden? Is it the seashore? Connect to that spirit, that happy place. And of course, that makes even everyday life connecting to that space, because that's where love is. And we are 100% love. Hello, Bella Anna. Thank you for joining tonight. Thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Angel Tarot cards, and we'll see what message our angels. If you haven't sent me your angels, send me your angels so they can speak to you. Connect with my angels. Okay, so I'm going to cut the deck. Yes, Stephanie, yes, you had told me, and and suffering about your father, and my father died of cancer, by the way, and he actually had 3 different types of cancer, and lymphoma took his life. And he was very strong, up until the end. Of course, I'm sending your dad good love and healing, and Archangel Raphael to be there. And you live the best that you can. And most people do, but it's the people that that are watching someone go through this, which makes it very difficult for them, than the actual person who is going. And usually they find a peaceful place already So when it's time for them to cross over, that they do it peacefully. But we don't want to own a disease. You don't want to say, oh, I have a cold. You don't want to brag it to the whole world and confirm that you have a cold or that you're sick or that you have a disease. You don't want to do that. You say, I am healthy. You connect with the spirit, the good health spirit that's inside of you. And we all have the ability to heal ourselves. We all have the ability to heal ourselves. You can heal yourself from anything. You have that power because God's inside of you. You have that. But we doubt it. We fear it. We don't know. We think we don't know how to do it. Okay. And we're conditioned to think that, we need, and I'm a spiritual person, so I'm going to say this. Okay. I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. And I'm also holistic. So, we think that we need drugs. We think we need prescription drugs. We think that fixes everything, but that's not getting to the cause, the cause and effect. That's just treating symptoms. That's not getting to the cause. And we want to get to the cause of things that make us sick and make us ill. What is the cause of that? And the number one, oh, I'm glad, Stephanie. I'm glad he has my father had a very good spirit too. And as well, and my mother. But the cause is what we think, say, and do. We choose our form of suffering. Suffering is a choice. And I don't mean, Stephanie, your father is amazing. Your father is amazing. And you're very blessed to have him, that he is so strong spiritually and mentally and has that energy and that power for you. I'm really glad. Really glad. But like I said, suffering is a choice. Suffering is mental. It's ego, and we can take suffering as strong or as weak as we can, and it's a choice. Suffering is a choice with everything, with not only just sicknesses, feeling ill. It's with situations. It's with people. It's work. Any of this suffering is a choice. We just choose to let it go and connect to source and with power. Say, like the old thing that was talked at and mentioned before is that scene from The Wizard of Oz, where the Wicked Witch of the West meets Glenda the Good Witch in Munchkinland, and she sees the houses fell down on her sister. And Glenda the Good Witch tells the Wicked Witch of the West, be gone. You have no power here, before someone drops the house on you. She chose not to have the influence of the wickedness or of ego to overcome her, which made her powerful. And it's the same thing with us. We have a choice whether we want to suffer or not. Regardless what our human bodies are going through, it depends on spirit, thought, and love that overpowers, oversheds. Ego and love cannot live together. It's either one or the other. There's no room. So when you have ego and these negative thoughts, there's no room for love. There's no room for love. People say, I'm open to love, but it never comes to me. Well, if you say it never comes to you, that's ego. So no, you're not open to love. If you say love comes to me very easily, I'm open to receive, and it comes to me, flows to me like a river. But if you throw ego in it, any form of negativity, there's no room for love, for anything. It's the same thing, when we confirm any negative energies or illnesses or sickness. If you say, I'm sick, there's no room for healing. There's no room for it. If you say, I'm sad, there's no room for happiness. You can't have both. You can have one or the other. So you can't have both. And this is where we have to realize, hello, beautiful Minerva. Thank you for joining tonight. This is where we have to realize that it's either ego or divine will. You can't have both. There's no room for both. You can't have both. And so you'll never survive. So if you say, I always says, if you say I am lonely, then yes, you're absolutely right. There's no room for somebody else because you're consumed with loneliness. If you're sad, if you're sick, if you're worried, oh, I'm so worried, I don't know if this, well, yeah, you're worried. There's no room for peace to come in. There's no room for happiness. There's no room for manifestation because you're consumed with worry. Ego and divine will cannot live in the same space. It doesn't work that way. It's either one or the other. So, okay, so the next card, for the first card for the angel card reading is the Eight of Water. And it says, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. I would say the best thing that can ever happen to us is getting sick and tired or fed up. Best thing that happens. Because once we're fed up, once we're sick and tired of the same stuff that goes on all the time, or the same BS that goes on all the time, and of course we are creating it. If you see any negative things going on in your life, you're actually creating it. You see it. There's ego in your mind. So we don't want to see that. We only want to see the blessing. We want to see that it's time to move on. When things happen in our lives, it's not a problem. It's a sign from God telling us it's time to move on. It's time to make changes. This doesn't work for you anymore. So whether it's a situation or whether it's a person, whatever, that they're not there for you. That they're not the right people to be in your life. This is not the right job that you're supposed to be at. Okay, so instead of looking at it as a problem, you want to look at it as a blessing because you're getting a sign. You're getting red flags. God is blessing you. He's telling you, yo, whoa, you need to move on. You need to make some changes here. Okay, so you're getting a sign. It's not a problem. Stop seeing it as a problem. Remember, the problem and solution cannot live in the same space. So either you're creating a problem or you're creating a solution. So it's one or the other. We don't want to. Hello, beautiful Suzanne. Thank you for joining. It's okay, Minerva. It's okay. So we can't leave it. So when we get these warning signs, and God's guiding us, or our angels are guiding us. Now it's time to move on. It's time. We've had enough. It's time to move on. The search for something more meaningful, more powerful, maybe more peace into your life, more simplicity in your life for those things. And this is spiritual and emotional growth when it comes in. Taking you to a place of peace, taking you to a place of simplicity, taking you to a place of love, connecting with source, with power with this, and you're automatically going to move on. Just leave it behind. Don't attach yourself to negative people, negative situations, negative problems. You cannot attach yourself to them, but don't see them as negative. Okay, be aware of their actions, but don't see them as negative, because as long as you see them as negative, you're not going to be able to move on. You're still attached to them. There's no room for both, yin and yang. So you want to make sure that you detach from the situation or person or whatever, so you can move on. You just got to let it go. Lovingly let it go. Not angrily let it go. The Emperor card is next. And Archangel Michael comes to us with this card. And he says, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. This card comes up a lot. So the leadership role that we need to take is within ourselves. Take the leadership role in your life. No matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody does, they're not the leader in your life. Don't give control to somebody else. Don't let someone make you feel guilty or that you've done something wrong when you truly are following who you are. Don't let anybody judge you, because that's ego. God doesn't judge. God loves unconditionally, and he doesn't judge. Anybody who judges you or finds fault with you is not from a place of love. Do you want to be around someone who's not from a place of love? When all of us are meant to be from a place of love. Okay, so this is time. Good evening, Marlene. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love and support. So coming from a place of love is taking that leadership role, is recognizing and loving yourself, taking that leadership role in your life. And it's part of an organized, thinking logically, structure and discipline. Say, yes, I'm fed up. From the first part, desire to move on, to search for something more meaningful. Yes, I'm going to get it together. I see what's going on. I see the signs that are happening in my life, and I am going to get organized. I'm thinking logically, not emotionally. Nothing can hurt me because it's ego, and I'm from a place of love. And then, of course, taking that leadership role. No one should judge you. They're not coming from a place of love. And you are love. You come from God, so you are love, and you need to be in a place of love, and you just got to let it go. Thank you, Bella Anna. Thank you for loving me, my dear longtime friend. And when you do this, you know, the 10 of Earth comes up. I have two really big horseflies in my house. I have no idea how they came in. You know, maybe when I walked in tonight, I don't know. They're flying around. They're so big you put a saddle on them. and it keeps flying around here. And I don't want to kill them, but I don't know how I'm going to catch. I tried catching them. They're too fast. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But so the third card is the 10 of Earth. They probably got a message for me, so we'll see. And it says, a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. I don't know. You might see it flying around here. One's in here. Oh, no, they're both in here now. See this? They know where the love is. That's where they're in here. They were in the kitchen earlier. So they're here. They're following me. So anyway, a very happy family life, financial security, finding the magic in life. You already have a very happy family life. So stop thinking you don't. You already do. Whether the family members that want to be around you or not, that's okay. You create your family. You create who you are, and you connect to, you could see, oh, I see it crawling in the back window wall there, that horsefly. You create the happiness. You also create your financial security. Remember, don't own negative energies. Don't say, I don't have enough money or I'm poor. You're owning being without, in need. And we're never in need. Everything comes to us. Everything we need comes to us very easily. It's very well presented in front of us. And we just have to know it's there and be open up to receive it. And don't doubt it, that it comes to you. This includes a very happy family life, making that connection. If you have problems with family members, and we all do, I do too. My goodness, do I have problems with family. I don't have a problem with them. They have a problem with me. So it's okay. You know, I don't find any fault with them. I'm not trying to prove myself or try to make anyone love me or accept me. They have to do it on their own. And so that creates actually a happy family life. Because if you have problems or situation, or family members have problems with you, and you're focusing on that problem, then it's not a happy family life. You get what I'm saying? It's just not that happy. It's not what others think and what others do. It's what you think and what you do. We cannot make the decision or choices of what other people say and do. You just got to let them be who they be. You know, and of course, disconnect from the ego part of it and connect to the love of that. And it's the same thing with financial security. We can all be financially secure. I'm telling you, this works. Put it to the test all the time. Don't worry. Don't say, how am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to meet my mortgage? How am I going to pay the electric bill? How am I going to buy groceries? How am I going to do this? Yeah, don't stop saying that, because you're owning it. You're confirming that's the situation that you have. You might want to say affirmations that I have more than enough money to pay my bills. I have money to save. I have money to go on vacation. Money comes to me very easily. I'm aware of the opportunities to create financial security in my life. Okay. Opportunities come to me always, and I'm never, ever without. I am blessed. And this is how you create financial security. You know that you're already there. You know that you're already blessed. Don't doubt it. Don't worry about it. Don't fear it. You are creating it. You, just as God creates in the mind, so do you. You put that energy out there. There's no room for divine and ego thoughts. It's either one or the other. And whatever that you're thinking is what you're creating. Once you realize this power and how the energies, karma, law of attraction, that you create, then you're not going to think of negative energies. And the one way, I always say, talk to your angels, tell your angels to make you be aware when ego thoughts are coming up. But another way to do this, if you're feeling uneasy, frustrated, stressed, if you're not in a place of peace and love and contentment, then you're in a place of ego. It's that simple. If you are not content and in a place of love and say, I know everything's going to be all right. I'm not even thinking that. I know everything's going to be all right. You can't say that. You say, everything is all right. Everything's perfect. I'm excited. So you don't say, I know everything's going to be all right, because in the sense of that, you're still in the ego. But if you say, everything's all right, everything's perfect, I'm blessed, I'm aware, I'm open to receive. So again, so pay attention. If you are feeling uneasy, if you are not at peace, if you don't feel contented, if you don't feel love, if you don't feel amazing and wonderful, then you are living with ego. There's no room for love there. And you want to make sure you make room for love and only have the love that comes to you. Exactly, Stephanie. Believe in yourself. Believe in that you are a child of God. That you can absolutely manifest and create everything that you want. Remember, we are made in the image of God. We have the power to create. How we create is through the mind. That's where we create. We are in the mind of God, all of us. And the mind of God is the universe, is where he creates. So we're inside of God. And if we're inside of God, then God's inside of us. And we have the ability to create our own universe. Yes. Yes, he will, Anna. That's right. Believe in yourself. Trust God will always see you through. God is with you. He's there. There's never doubt it. Never worry about it. Never fear it. And of course, whatever you believe in, if you believe in God, if you believe in energy, if you believe in the universe, whatever you believe that works for you, it's all power. It's all energy. It's all, everybody just has different thoughts of that, of things being created. And that you have the power to create. Okay, so I'm shuffling. We're going to connect to the love angels, and I'm shuffling the Whisper of Love cards, and we'll see what messages of love from our angels for tonight. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut the deck here. Okay, so the first card is, I like this card, slow down. Card reads, says, when you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. We want everything to happen at the right time. We don't. Hello, beautiful Stacy. Thank you for joining. We don't want things to happen at the wrong time. Hello. Why would we want things to happen at the wrong time? We have to trust and know that everything's going to happen at the perfect right time. Don't try to hurry things up. Don't try to control things. Put your intention out there. What brings you joy, and wait for it to happen. Having patience. Patience is a gift from God, and it's something that we need to open every single day and use them. Now, I know if I'm hurrying around the house trying to get things done, I knock things over, I hurt myself, could burn myself, whatever. I break things when I hurry, and then I say, Cindy, slow down. It's okay. You'll get it all done. There's no hurry. Everything happens in perfect timing. I always get it done on time when I don't rush. I always if I'm think I'm rushing to get out the door in the morning. I always get out on time. Things always happen at the perfect time. And there's an old song from when I was young, and it says, slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last, just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. So I sing that to myself. Slow down. I tell slow down, it's okay, and enjoy life. But we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We want to flow. We want to enjoy the moment, living in the moment. Don't worry about what's happening 10 minutes from now when you should be focusing on right now. Don't worry about what happened 10 minutes ago, right now. Focus on living in the moment here. There's lessons, there's beauty, there's glory in focusing in the moment that we have right now. So that's what we want to go ahead and do. The second card says, show simple acts of kindness. It says, a simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. This card comes up a lot. So the angels are really, really pushing this message here. Because we're so rushing and hurrying up, and we're not slowing down in our day. We're just so excited, want to get things done and not paying attention. And we forget that when we do that, we're not kind to ourselves. Showing little acts of kindness to ourselves is really, really important that we do that. Number one, to us. Be kind to yourself. Slow down. Don't hurt yourself. Love yourself in that. So show simple acts of kindness to yourself. And when you slow down, then you can remember to be kind to others as well. When we're so worried about what's happening an hour from now or tomorrow, that we're already, we don't know what's going to happen an hour from now. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but we do know what's happening right at this very moment. Okay. And at this very moment, can you be kind to yourself? Can you love yourself? Can you take a few minutes to do that? And when you're feeling good, when you're loving yourself, then everybody else benefits. But when you're frustrated and trying to get things done and worrying about tomorrow, what's tomorrow, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Nobody can predict what can happen tomorrow. Nobody knows. So you're worried about tomorrow or the next day, what's going to happen, instead of focusing and connecting to love and kindness to yourself. And when we do that, there's no room for ego and divine will. So if you're worried about tomorrow, that means you're sending ego. You're only living in a state of ego. You're not kind, you're not loving. So build that kindness and love to yourself. So when tomorrow comes, you're going to be powerful and wonderful in that way. Oh, thank you, Joanna. Thank you very much. Lisa, thanks for the love, my dear. And so slow down. Pay attention to now. Slow down. Think, am I in a state of ego, or am I in a state of divine will? Simple acts of kindness can energize you. Simple acts of kindness to yourself. So you know what? I love myself too much. I'm getting rid of this ego thought. It doesn't serve me. I'm going to connect to love. I know I am a child of God, and only perfect, wonderful things happen to me. I am perfect. I am wonderful. My life is perfect and wonderful. And then, of course, express it to other people. If you slow down and live in the moment, you can notice somebody who might need a little bit of kindness to them. Maybe it's the cashier at the market who's looks like she's frustrated, or maybe it's a school teacher. There's that commercial on TV uh, about that kindergarten teacher who's looking forward to her vacation, and that kindergarten class is in such a disarray. And the funny part is that boy who's in the aquarium. It's kind of funny. The poor teacher, she really needs some kindness. And so, recognizing maybe someone is a little stressed out and say, hey, you look great. You're doing a really good job, or you look wonderful, or you look beautiful. Just being kind to them, or just smiling to them and say hello to them. And you'll be amazed. I was out over the weekend. I was with Tilly. We were out on his boat. He gets a kick because every boat we pass, I wave to the people. He gets a kick out of that because he doesn't do that. But they wave back and they smile back. And when we're on the boardwalk, every person I made eye contact with, I smiled at. And guess what? They smiled back at me. If they're looking up and they caught my eyes and I smiled to them, they smile right back. We didn't say a word, but there was this intimate moment that I connected with these people. And it's bringing that kindness and that happiness to them. But you will miss that if you're not in the moment. If you don't slow down, you're going to miss these opportunities. And when we take advantage of these opportunities, then we create a law of attraction, a karma that blesses us. And this is what we want to do. The best things is winking at little children and them trying to wink back, both eyes. I get a kick out of that. So go ahead and show kindness to yourself first. Slow down and then show kindness. Simple acts of kindness means so much. Like attracts like. And it says, you are longing for more love in your life. You need to be more loving. And we're going to go back to this. You're looking for more love in your life. You need to love yourself more. Like attracts like. If you want to attract people to love you, you have to love yourself. Because how you treat yourself sets the example of how other people are going to treat you. I would say almost every single person knows how to give love, but we don't know how to receive it. We block it. We stop it. And you have to be lovable. Lovable, you have to receive love. You can't dismiss love. You can't say, oh, no, that's okay. Don't bother. Don't bother yourself in doing that for me. Yes, let them bother. You're deserving of love. Let them do this for you because you're blocking them from giving. Don't block somebody from giving and block yourself from receiving. You can't do that, okay? We are, almost every single one of us is great at giving, but we're not good at receiving love, and we have to do that. You have to love yourself. You have to make yourself a priority, number one. And I don't mean that selfishly. I mean that soulfully and spiritually, making yourself number one. How you treat yourself sets the example of how other people treat you. If you put yourself last, everybody else is going to put you last. You are not a priority. But when you make yourself a priority and love, there's when love and light is oozing from you, everybody wants to be around you. No one wants to be around a grumpy person. Nobody wants to be around someone that says, forget it, don't bother. I don't need your help, it's okay. And really, you want their help. You do need help. So you think you're being kind? You think you're being kind to other people? You're actually not being kind to them because they're supposed to be giving to you. And you're not being kind. You're not allowing them to give. And you're not allowing yourself to receive. Slow down. Show simple acts of kindness. Allow this to happen. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. Not to others, to yourself. You have to be lovable. You have to be open to receive love. Yes, I understand. You had your heart broken. You've been betrayed. I understand that. Don't hold on. Don't attach yourself to that person who betrayed you. Don't stay attached to that person who broke your heart. They didn't break your heart. They didn't break your heart. They didn't betray you. It was a blessing from God saying, get away from this person. Stop looking at that they broke your heart and they betrayed you. They weren't there for you in the first place. You thought they were there for you in the first, but they weren't. You didn't see the red signs. God's taken that person away from you. And you didn't see the red signs. So yeah, he had to explode something out to that you feel your heart is broken, or that they betrayed you in that way when you had, because you weren't paying attention to the red signs, the red flags, I'm sorry. And so now these things explode. So now you think this person betrayed you. They didn't betray you. That's who they always been. They were never there for you from day one. They were never there. Their love wasn't solid for you from day one. Why do you think they broke your heart? They didn't break your heart. They weren't there. You saw them as a loving person because you are a loving person. There's mirror image. We see people as a reflection of who we are. So if you see someone as a loving person and they're not, that's a wonderful thing. That's not a bad thing. Not betrayal. It's proof of a loving person that you are. Let them go. Let them go attract another person just like them. It's not you. You're not the person for them. They're not the person for you. So say, thank you, God, for showing me who this person is. They didn't break your heart. They didn't betray you. Stop seeing it that way. It's who they are. See the good in them. See the blessing in the situation. Like attracts like. Be the person you want to attract. Okay? Pay attention to the red flags. Love yourself. If we allow someone in our lives who are not all there, it's because we're settling for less than what we deserve. And it's not loving yourself. Again, loving yourself, how you treat yourself, is setting the example of how others are going to treat you. If you put yourself last, if you settle for less than what you deserve, that's exactly what you're going to get. And you don't want to do that. Put yourself first. Make yourself a priority. And be that beacon of light that attracts what you deserve to you. Okay? Hello, Cindy. Thank you for joining. Love to you as well. And most of all, be patient. Again, we want things to happen at the right time, not at the wrong time. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the law of attraction cards. And this is an affirmation that you might want to say. You can change it up a little bit every day. And it deals with prosperity and abundance. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut the deck. Thanks for the love, Karen. Honesty, this card. I think this card came up the other night. It's a really strong message. I am fair and honest, and that attracts fairness and honesty into my life. I am fair and honest, and that attracts fairness and honesty into my life. Knowing, confirming that you are fair and honest. We all know if you're not fair and honest, there's no way you're going to be able to say that. Well, I want to be fair and honest. Or yeah, I'm fair and honest. Everybody else is not. if you have an ego with that. But no, but confirming that, it, of course, attracts fairness and honesty in life. It's being fair and honest with yourself? Are you fair and honest with yourself? Are you honestly loving yourself? Are you treating yourself in a fair way? I am fair and honest to myself. I am aware of ego. I'm aware of divine will. I am aware of these things. I'm creating. I'm being fair and honest with myself. I am not finding fault with somebody else. I'm not blaming somebody else for breaking my heart. It didn't exist. I am not accusing someone of betraying me. They didn't betray you. Stop. Be fair and honest with yourself. What is going on? Be fair and honest what's really, really happening. What you were creating, what you were thinking. Remember, there's no room for ego and divine will in your life. It's either one or the other. They cannot live together. They cannot connect together. It's either one or the other. And if you are continuing to see fault in your life or fault with other people, then you are not being fair and honest. You are not creating. Because if you were fair and honest, then you only see love inside of you. Love in everyone and every situation. If you expect somebody to help you because you were there for them a million times and you expect somebody to help you and they say no, they're not the right person to help you. I don't care how many times you help them. That doesn't count. It's not what you've done to them. It's not what they can do for you. It's what you have done, what you can do for others that creates a karma and a wonderful life. Don't expect someone to help you when they're not the right person to help you. Don't find fault with them. Let them go. Say, I bless them now. They're not the right person, so I'm going to go find the right person to help me. It's being fair and honest. You're not being fair and honest to a person who's not supposed to help you and expecting them to help you. You're not being fair and honest with yourself or with them. You have to really take a close look at this. If what you are doing, what you're thinking and doing is not based from love, bring you peace and calmness and love, then it's ego. There's no room for peace and love in your life. There's only room for ego, for negative energies. So you have to take a really deep breath. Hello, beautiful Wendy. Thank you for popping in. So you have a choice. It's always a choice. You're given free will to choose. God gives you, He loves you so much, He gives you free will. Go ahead. Choose what you like and see what happens. Let's see what you can create. I'm helping you along the way. I'm showing you. I'm giving you red flags. I'm giving you blessings. They're all blessings. How are you taking it? How are you taking it? How are you creating it in your life? Are you fair and honest with yourself? Are you kind? Are you loving to yourself? Are you open to receive love? Are you lovable? Or are you blocking love from coming to you? Questions and things we need to work on. Desire to move on. Remember the card. Take the leadership role in your life. You can create a very happy family life and financial security. Focus upon divine and perfect health. Do not own ego. Do not own negative energies. Do not own negative situations. Do not stay connected to negative people. You got to cut it loose and truly love yourself. Oh, thank you, Marlene. Thank you so much. So thank you all for sharing this night with me, Wednesday night with me. Thank you, Bella Anna. Enjoy and celebrate Thursday. If you're already Thursday, enjoy and celebrate. Go ahead on Friday. And know, if you're interested in having a session with me, please let me know. We can connect. I can help you get through anything that you're going through and empower you and enlighten you. And of course, please share my video. Help others to heal and enlighten them as well. Know that you're powerful when you're knowing, when you've God, the Ascended Masters, the angels and archangels behind you. You're powerful. There's no stopping you. Let your love and peace fall down upon the earth. Yes, it is needed. And know that God blesses and loves you. And so do I. Until next time, lots of peace, love, kisses, and hugs from me to you. And of course, I wish you all namaste. Thank you for blessing and loving me as well. Until next time, I'll see you. Enjoy and love yourself. Bye-bye.